What's up, guys? Welcome to VHP Engines. So I'm gonna do the video I've been meaning to do for like a week now. Something simple, but you know, still productive. That is, give you a walk around of the car that I'm building, and may be up for sale very, very soon. All right, so I wanted to get all my tools and shit out of the car before I did it because it looks junky, but it's not really that bad. I just too lazy to go back and forth in the house, so I just leave what I'm working with in the car. It's 94 DX, no sunroof, no power or anything. Can be useful, I think, especially you don't have to worry about no fucking window motors going out, elevators dying and shit. The seats are dirty as fuck because the car has been in pieces several times. I've had shit thrown all over it. This whole back end was ripped to shreds when I did the tune. It was on the dyno. Del Sol seats. If you're curious how many to know how many bolts I got in, it was only 2, but the 2 in the front, so it still sits fine when you're riding in it. I've driven with those in there before, and it's no problem. So what I've done recently, I've changed one of the lower control arms, the one that was all bent up on the other side, and changed the turbo since the tune. Changed the motor mount, so that way it's like before you could rock this whole swap, and now it's not moving. Although I still need to replace the rear mount, the one in the back. I have it. Of course, I bought a whole brand new set, but haven't put it on yet because once I dropped that one on, I realized it was pretty firm. So I just don't feel like crawling up under there to deal with the hassle of taking that off right now. This is the new 35R I got from my homie. And you can see it's kind of kinked. I think we're still getting some decent oil flow though. What had happened was, originally what killed the tune last time is this fucking hose was laying right against here, and when I put the new turbo on, it was still in place, but I had to loosen up the housing for the turbo on both sides and work it back and forth until we got the space cleared. Now I got a dump tube already. I bought a long time ago. It's at the shop, so I'm gonna put that on here probably this weekend. So one of the last things I need to do was just get this bolted back up, and the new return line, which is now beautiful, snug on there, good, not overly long. I had that piece of coat hose on there before. It was doing the job, but it was disgusting. Yeah, so I just bled the clutch with my wife here, and I just drove it back and forth a little bit, and it moves. Before, the clutch was catching a little bit because it wasn't adjusted properly, because my stupid ass didn't push in the slave cylinder all the way, and so I thought that the bolt I had was too long, and I cut it. So when I cut it too short, and it wasn't getting proper engagement in. So I had to go to Home Depot and buy some random bolts that fit in the fucking thread and put that in there. I was a little worried it wasn't gonna work, and it did. It's working. It's fine. Let's see what else. Oh yeah, I don't have throttle cable bracket yet. I looped it around here, and it's been getting full throttles for right now. So I know it's ghetto as shit, but you know, we're trying to fucking do shit on the fly here, and it's working. So right now I'm not complaining. And see how. Oh yeah. So this wheel before was tucked all the way up in here, and if I had the wheels turned, I could show you. It was shredding this tire on the dyno. The tire's too big already. It's just too big for this car, and then we tried to yank the fender out a little bit to try and clear it. It wasn't working because it was grinded on the metal inside. I have a replacement fender picked out. I just got to go get it. Went and got that thing yesterday, so now my accounts are drained, so the fender is gonna have to wait a little bit. So currently what I'm thinking is, now that I got this truck and this is drivable, I might tow my Integra shell with this when I go up there in a couple weeks to West Virginia, and have a third guy. I got a couple volunteers to drive this if I don't sell it. Now I'm also debating 2 different things. I'm debating selling it as is, maybe like $2,500, 400 plus capable horsepower car, or tuning it so that way I can take some more videos and then selling it for a little bit more, or of course taking it with me. I don't know. I want to keep it, but I also want to do what's most cost effective for me right now, and I've already spent a lot of money on other shit, so it might be just better if I sell it without the tune. Although the good chances are South Florida is everybody wants everything for $100, so even if I post it, I'm probably not going to get what I ask, and then that's of course not going to make me not want to sell it. Yeah. Car hasn't been ran too much often. It's like this is only like the second or third time I started since the day I had a dyno. So the idle's a little bit rough, but of course it doesn't stay that way. It just car starts to warm up a little bit and it goes away. Sorry, starting to idle a little bit. Anyway, not really much else to it. I still have my engine build videos pending. I spent my this weekend was pretty fucked up on my days off because they asked me to work Saturday, so I had to close Friday, open Saturday, and then of course on that day I went ahead and went home and crashed out. The next day I chill with the fam, and then Monday, yesterday, I spent literally the whole fucking day at the dealership trying to lock in the deal with the truck. I mean, if any of y'all bought anything from a dealership before, you know that when you walk away from the dealership, they tend to focus on other people. And because I only have my days off to functionally do anything, I had to stick it out. Because if it didn't work out that day, it wasn't going to work out to the next weekend. And if I had to wait a whole nother weekend, then I wasn't going to do it. The truck's an 04. It's lifted. It's actually really nice inside compared to my Ram 1500 I had before. I really loved my Ram. It's got a little bit of shakiness, at certain speeds. I've been at a 70 plus on the highway earlier today, and it cruised pretty fine. So I don't think I'm going to have any problems, taking my load up. And I'm probably going to putt up there anyway. It's going to suck putting, but 65 miles an hour. I'm probably going to take my toolboxes and tow the car. So it's going to be a long, slow ride. But so far I don't really have any complaints about it. I'm going to, of course, drive for the next couple of weeks daily to and from work, and then I'll see from there if I have any issues I might have to address before I take off. But it's looking pretty promising so far. Alright, keep posted with the next couple of weeks. You're going to see whether I'm going to post this guy for sale or not. I might go ahead and throw it up for sale, just to see what I'm working with. Maybe I'll sell it for real cheap, so that way it'll go like real cheap being $2,000, bring your own wheels type deal. I mean, it's crazy, honestly. I've put a lot of money into this thing already, I put a lot of time into it, built motor, fresh build, brand new turbo. I have brakes and rotors I need to put on, brakes, rotors, and calipers that need to go on here. That's the only thing that keeps me from actually putting it on the road, because I can drive it as it is now. It's got a minor basic tune. This just doesn't make any power right now. I mean, I could put on the road once I put the brakes and rotors, but of course I'm not in a rush to either. Plus, it's fucking my God honest fear that something will happen to it before I leave, If it were to pop or something for whatever reason, it's easier if I'm home and not a big deal. I can pull the motor and correct it or whatever, part it out. But if something happens to it between now and the time I leave, it's a problem. So anyway, been rambling now. That's the video I'm gonna put out for today. Stick around, keep watching the Facebook page. I'm gonna tell you guys what's coming up. I got my B16 I'm gonna move into. Hopefully this weekend I'll do that. And now that I got my truck, I'm gonna go pick up my motor from my homie. I was gonna do that this weekend, but I was planning on getting an Avalanche. The Avalanche deal fell through, and then I spent the whole next day doing this. But I am gonna pick up that motor soon and get started on it. So, see you guys later. Peace.